Hello, Ravens fans, and welcome to another season preview. I'm Aaron Schneider, and joining us for our fall season preview for tennis is head coach Scott Greve. How are you doing today?
Doing well, Aaron. Thanks for having me.
All right, first to kick things off, let's tell about how. So you're coming into Anderson in your first year as the tennis coach at Anderson. Tell us a bit about how that transition has gone over the past couple months.
It's gone great. Just the work ethic of the athletes and them welcoming me and the people here at Anderson have been great. So the transition's been smooth, and of course, coaching tennis is coaching tennis no matter where you're at. But I've just been really thankful for the welcoming spirit here and the way that the faculty and staff and athletes have welcomed me here.
All right. So now, as we're going into the fall season, it's a little bit of a change as the HCAC women's tennis is now being moved to the spring. It'll be competing in the same season as the men's. So we will still be having both teams will be having their non-traditional season. Tell us about first our upcoming triangular on Sunday, September 10th at Elmhurst. We play Elmhurst College and Concordia Chicago, and then just basically what your goals and expectations are for the fall season.
Sure. So obviously we have a couple weeks before those first matches up in Chicago, but really just what we've been doing over the past week has been just learning who we are as a team. Obviously, I'm a new face to all the athletes, and they're new faces to me, and we have a lot of freshmen that have come in, so new faces on the team, and just really getting into the groove of the tennis season. We're doing 3-a-day practices right now, so everybody's kind of getting their feet under them, getting used to the heat that we've experienced the last few days, and getting ready for those matches. Really looking forward to just finding out where we're going to be lineup-wise, both on the men's and women's side, and getting a few matches under our belt this fall to see what our lineup will look like.
All right, and then so one of the things I'm personally looking forward to this fall as Anderson will be debuting in the ITA regionals. So for those who are less familiar, tell them. So kind of give a rundown, kind of like what the regionals is, how that's a little bit different than what we traditionally have seen as far as tennis competition, and then what you're hoping to accomplish out of there.
Sure. So the ITA regionals, the Intercollegiate Tennis Association, puts on regionals and nationals every fall, and it's very important for programs to be able to play against some of the top competition in the region, but we do that more on an individual basis for singles and doubles. So we're guaranteed 2 single spots and 1 double spot at the ITA regionals, hoping to get a few more spots than that once we submit our lineup for that tournament. But the real goal of the ITAs is to get the experience of playing against those top teams, those top individuals in the region, for rankings purposes, and in order to get that experience of playing against the top competition in the region.
All right, and then so now as we enter the fall season, what would you say your team's strengths are so far?
Definitely their work ethic, the way that they are disciplined and come to practice each and every day, not just each and every day, but several times a day right now. They're there 15 minutes early and ready to go, and so I've been really impressed with the discipline of this team and how they get here, are ready to work, and just the work that they put into practice. definitely one of the most disciplined teams that I've ever coached. So very excited about that.
All right, so now so now breaking down as we get into some of our returners, obviously a couple of our key players being graduate senior Corey Evans, senior Megan Long, both of which are on the verge of breaking career records on each of their respective genders. Run through kind of the returners and some of them you expect to make an impact this year.
Yeah, so Corey is obviously one, with his experience and leadership. He's one of our captains this year. And then Dylan Lemon is back this year and one of our captains as well. I didn't get to see a lot of Dylan from last year, but from what everyone has told me, I know Dylan worked extremely hard in the off season, and it shows up on the court. I think that he's going to be moving up in the lineup, and so we're very excited to have him back. A lot of freshman talent this year. When we flip over to the women's side, of course, Megan is going to be an anchor in that lineup, and we're looking forward to seeing what she can do this year. Claire Hannaford, she's battling some injuries right now, but we expect her to be an anchor in the lineup as well. And as we talked about earlier, Ella France coming back off of her newcomer of the year in the HCAC. So, we've got experience there, and then we've got a lot of new freshman talent coming in as well. So very exciting to see that as a coach.
Okay, and then so now we've had some graduation, especially on the women's end. We were fortunate enough to bring in large, what is now sophomore classes. So as we see some of that, we've got, Sarvar obviously was a returning all-conference member, and then on the women's side, there's going to be a handful of sophomores that step into bigger roles they were in last year. So let's tell us about that sophomore class.
Yeah, on the women's side, several of those sophomores are going to have opportunities this year to play in the lineup and to make their own mark. And there's a lot of talent there. I've been very impressed as a coach with the way that they work, and really looking forward to working with those sophomores and really taking advantage of all that they bring to the lineup and seeing how they'll fit into that.
Okay, and then as we've talked about before, our freshman class is just absolutely loaded in talent, and with one or two on each end, expecting them making like immediate impact. So tell us about the freshman class.
Yeah, freshman class is great. Very exciting to see them come in and just the effect that they have had on practice so far. We believe that they're going to have a real effect in our matches as well. On the women's side, we've got Gabby Hosier, which she'll be is already making an immediate effect. Gia Thorson, from the area, is a very talented young lady, and we expect her to make an effect on the team as well. Kate Oberly, sorry about that, is definitely going to have an effect on the lineup as well. They fit in so well with that sophomore class that we expect to see great things from them. We flip over to the guys' side, just loads of talent. There's 6 freshmen that are coming in, and they all look great. When we look at the talent that's coming in on that side, we have Arturo Mendoza, who is from Mexico, but his family just moved to Kansas City. He just arrived yesterday, so we haven't seen a lot of him yet, but definitely going to be active in the lineup. Martin Suarez is a 6'4" freshman. I think I have to get up on a ladder in order just to give him a high five. But very talented young man, and we're looking forward to seeing what he brings to the lineup. Davis Borders is going to be, he's battling some injuries right now, but we expect that he'll make his own mark in the lineup. And Will Fosnot, Eli Callahan, just lots of talent this year, and really looking forward to seeing how each of them just find their own spot on the team and really fit in to that lineup on the men's side.
All right, and then finally, what will your team need to do to be successful in the fall?
Just continue to work hard, and they're doing that. It's amazing to me to be impressed as I am each and every day with them. It seems like each day they take practice to the next level, and you just can't ask any more of a team as a coach, and to see their discipline is really what excites me. They come prepared each and every day, and they're ready to go and ready to put in the work, and they do put in the work, and so that's exciting for me, and as they continue to do that, I see that'll be a real strength for both of these teams.
All right. Well, I think I've covered the questions I wanted to. Ravens fans, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow along with any more previews and any more content we may be putting out on YouTube. Of course, follow along with your Anderson tennis team. Both the men's and the women's team begin on Sunday, September 10th in Elmhurst, Illinois. They take on Elmhurst College and Concordia Chicago University. Coach Greve, thank you for joining us, and good luck this year.
Thanks, Aaron.